Dawn is with us in Dallas. Hi, Dawn. Welcome to the Dave Ramsey Show.
Hi, Dave. How are you?
Better than I deserve. What's up?
Well, first of all, I need to say hi to my YouTube crazies. I'm the one that's been trying to call all day.
Cool.
And just wanted to get your opinion about the path that I'm on. I took financial peace back in September, October. I'm on baby step 2.
Mm-hmm.
Single mom,
Mm-hmm.
45 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I have a 3-year-old son.
Mm-hmm.
I have no retirement.
Mm-hmm.
I have $100,000 in debt.
Mm-hmm.
Car, student loans, some old medical bills, and taxes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm worried that it's going to take too long for me to get out of debt before I can start saving, like, for retirement and college fund and all that kind of stuff. And based on my calculations, we're looking at 5 to 6 years. Since I am a single mom, I only have my income.
What is your income?
$65,000.
Okay. What's your career field?
I am an office manager for a medical software company.
Okay. All right. And how much do you owe on your car?
About $8,000, like $79 and some change.
How much in back taxes?
It'll be about $1,500.
Not much. Okay. So what is most of this? Student loans?
Student loan, yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And I don't really get much child support. He pays half of daycare, and that's it. So it's just really me and my income. So.
Okay. Well, the way you projected out 5 years is you projected that nothing changes in your income or your situation.
Right.
And so, we know that life is a film strip, not a snapshot. So we look and say, probably on average your income's going up. The question is, how much is it going to go up, and how much will that affect the 5 years of turning it into 3 or 4? But still, at 50 years old, give or take, 47 to 50, you're going to start saving for retirement. Well, that's okay.
Okay.
It's not best. I mean, I'd rather you've started when you're 25. You would have rathered. But it's it's the hand that was dealt you, and it's what you're dealing with. But you really don't have the option to goof around.
Right.
I mean, you've really got to focus and keep chipping away, because what happens in a situation where you've got this big a student loan debt and this big a debt overall, if you're not careful, it becomes so overwhelming that it feels hopeless. And when you're hopeless, that gives you permission to do stupid stuff.
Correct.
Like
I've been there and done that. So.
Yeah, when I get hopeless, it's like, it doesn't matter anyway. I'm going to go out to eat. It doesn't matter anyway. I'm going to go buy this item. It doesn't matter anyway. I'm going on that weekend trip, none of which you can afford to do.
Right.
And it's because it does matter. And every little thing adds up here, and you really do win against something like this. There's a concept that we see. I always equate it metaphorically to hydrostatic pressure, which is kind of a ridiculous thing. But if water gets behind something, I've been around the real estate business, if water gets behind a wall on your house, like the basement wall, it'll push the whole freaking house over, because water is relentless, And that's what hydrostatic pressure is water building up against something. It is relentless. Eventually, it will push it down, whatever it is. And that's what you're doing here. You've got this huge Hoover Dam in front of you, but you and your life become the relentless water with this constant pressure against it. And then what happens is this thing that seems insurmountable, all of a sudden you get where you can see it. I can do this.
Right.
I'm going to be able to do, and it starts to get within reach, and the more it gets within reach, the more energized you get. But you do keep up that hydrostatic pressure, death by 1,000 cuts. You are not going to win by one big oomph. You're going to win by lots of little tick, 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 tick. Just keep picking at it. And suddenly it springs a leak, and then suddenly it all caves in, and the water wins, and you're the water in our storyline here. So, that this constant pressure against something that big, and I always think about something like you're probably not old enough to remember Reagan looking at Gorbachev and saying, "Mr. Gorbachev, tear this wall down." Well, that wall had been between free Germany and communist Germany for decades, and it seemed insurmountable. Anybody tried to cross that wall was shot and killed. Nobody could take that wall down, and it seemed like it suddenly that the communists decided to take the wall down suddenly. But it really wasn't suddenly. There was a constant pressure by freedom against that. until it finally fell. It wasn't politics. It wasn't Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan was there when you did the cymbal crash, the crescendo, the psh, and that's where you are. You're the constant pressure, and then it's going to seem to outsiders looking in that your debt suddenly fell. But you and I are going to know that for 48 months, without letting up, you leaned on this thing. You pushed on this thing. You were not going to quit. You were not going to be denied. And that's the thing. That's how you look at it. Hey, thanks for the call. We appreciate you joining us. You're going to win. You call me back if you get scared or tired as you're fighting. I'll walk with you. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, click the subscribe button to get the latest content and check out these other great clips from the show.